Well, this one we're going to be checking out the Behringer 172, which is a phaser, a audio delay, and also a gate delay. It's got a little LFO in it as well, which we'll check out. We might even compare it to another one that's out there made by Roland System-100m, which is very, very similar. So let's go check it out on the modular. Right, so here we are in front of the modular system. Hello. What we're going to do is we're going to check out the, as I said before, the 172 module, which is over there. I'm going to check out the 172 module, which is just here. Okay, now let's have a quick listen to it. So what you can hear now is the phaser effect. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do the audio delay. Now, I wouldn't call this an audio delay. I would probably call this a chorus/flanger type effect because of the way it's got modulation. So let's have a listen to this first. All right, now let's have a listen to that as if it was more of a chorus. So we're going to come. Notice one thing too is when we turn off the effect, there's a lot of drop in that signal. So you may want to go back through and boost that signal later. I can show you that later if you like. Okay, so one couple of things about this. So let's look at it. You've got a phaser up the top or a phase shifter. We'll go through each one individually in a sec. You have the audio delay circuit. You have a little LFO, which is very, very basic. It's actually just got a speed or frequency, they call it, adjustment, and it's got two outputs. And then down the bottom, you've got this gate delay, and we'll go through the gate delay last. It's basically all of this is based on a bucket Brigade Delay type setup. All right, so one of the things is if you don't have any external LFO connected, like I've got an external LFO connected here, it will use the internal LFO. And you don't need to wire anything, so you need to come out and it's all inbuilt. The internal LFO controlling the audio delay, but I actually want my phaser to be at a different rate. And when I combine the effects, you get this. All right, and that's the benefit of having the two. So you just use a different LFO somewhere else in your thing. Now, in my case, I'm just using the LFO from this module here, which is the sample and hold module. Okay. So what else can we talk about? Let's just talk about so we'll turn off the audio delay for now. Let's just talk about the phaser. So we can, we'll take out that second LFO now, so we can just use the internal one. Let's have a look at what it sounds like with everything sort of dialed back. So no resonance, and we'll leave the mod intensity there. So you can see the rate. I can dial that back. And then we can add some resonance in. So it's starting to self-oscillate a little bit there. All right. And last but not least, we can go into the audio delay, which I think is more of a chorus. Let's turn it on. Very, very chorusy like. Without it, very good. Now obviously we can increase that intensity. So you can get a really good analog chorus sound out of this. Also you can get a flanger sound as well. Let's do the flanger. And that's just by slowing maxing this all out and slowing the frequency down. And why don't we put a bit of delay on this? And let's reintroduce our CV onto the phaser and we'll combine the two. And dry effects. Let's try a bit of reverb. We've got the big sky here with the bloom effect. Nice. All right, so you've seen pretty much all of the sort of audio effects. The other one, I guess, is kind of more a gate effect, and that's this gate delay. Okay, so what we've got is an LFO with a square wave coming in and going out into this mixer, right? We've also got the raw LFO going into this mixer as well, so that you can hear the delayed gate and the normal LFO. So if I take the delayed gate out, that's the normal LFO speed, and then we add the second one in. Right, now we're going to change the delay time on this. Let's switch this to a very fast. Let's turn our effects off for now. And I turn that off. So the gate time is how long the gate stays on, and the delay time is how long it takes to separate the two. So you can get some quite rhythmic sort of sounds out of that. I'll just show you so you can see the gate firing off here on the envelope. So let's just play with that. All right, and we'll add a delay in. Just remember, this is the original LFO, and this is the delayed one. some phaser on that. So there you go, there's the gate delay. All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to compare that to this Roland module. Let's turn this off. We're going to compare it all to the Roland module. So we're going to need to take all of this out. And we're going to use our MS-101 again to fire off the envelope generator. We are going to bring in the same oscillator that I used into our input. So we want the output. In this particular case, you're going to do the same. You're going to go out of the second circuit. Now the only thing I noticed the difference with this is instead of it having a switch that turns the effect on and off, it actually has kind of like a mix pot here. So you can turn the effect off and on using the mixing pot. And you can actually control that mixing pot with an external CV. So that's actually a nice added bonus. First thing we're going to need to do is see if we've got some sound happening. So the first thing we'll do is check it out, the phase is working. Good, we need to turn the delay off. All right, you can compare the first part of the video. I don't need to do a backwards and forwards comparison here. But what I do want to do is I want to go out of here and I want to join these two up like I did before because I want to compare them now. So that's good how you've got on the Roland one, you've got the mix, so the wet and the dry. Now, same deal with this one, you've got an internal LFO. Let's have a listen to, turn the mix of that off, so it's just dry going into this delay circuit. I actually think there might be something wrong with this module. Well, there you go. So compare that to the Behringer, and I think you can. It's a bit of a fail. Let's go back to the Behringer anyway. So that's it. That's the 172. Well, yeah, the 172 module from Behringer. Pretty interesting. I really do like the audio delay on that. Have no idea what was wrong. Well, you guys can tell me in the comments below what I was doing wrong with the Roland one, but was very, very interesting anyway. Hope you enjoyed that. Let us know in the comments below what your thoughts were, and if you've got one or if you intend to get one. Anything else. Catch you later.